Hey everybody, it's Dan from Socal D&D. I'm currently in a warehouse. I know it looks like I'm in a spooky hallway. This is one of the backdrops we used at one of the first, not first, probably the first like 3 or 4 months when we did our first tavern nights at El Cid in Hollywood. We had a background like this for the photo booth one night, but it was smaller. It was like 8x6. This is actually like 8x10, so it's really big. So we're gonna be setting this up on Saturday night at the Anaheim Fan Expo. We're gonna have during the day we're doing like free Dungeon and Dragons, our Dungeon Combat live skirmish games with DMs, and then a paint and take, and then we're doing a free mini giveaway that you can sign up for on our website. But then on Saturday night from 6 to 10 o'clock, there's some outside thing called like the fan explosion of explosiveness or whatever, where it's going to be like I'm picturing it'll be probably like rows of like vendors and people at the thing, doing extra stuff at night. So we're going to set this up outside and pray to God that it's not too windy, and then we're going to do fun like game show questions, like I got up a couple of like basically answering trivia questions from like you can pick 2014 or 2024 player's handbook or monster manual, and then like ask you stat questions or whatever, and not super hard ones, like kind of like more of in a funny way. And then if the person gets it right, they'll get like a little like like a miniature or a prize or something like that or whatever. So we're gonna do that on Saturday from 6 to 10, and then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'm gonna be running inside the convention, the Socal D&D area. We got these cool like 7 foot by 3 foot pop-ups that I was gonna film earlier, but I didn't because I forgot to. No, it's like past 11 o'clock at night, and I got to be there at like 8:30 tomorrow morning in Anaheim. So I'm tired, and I got about probably 3 more hours of stuff to do. But anyway, we're gonna be running games that also I'm gonna on Friday and Friday, but like Saturday too. Like all 3 days, I'm gonna try and walk around. This is actually a microphone. It's fake. That little clip-on mic that I usually wear, it's like a DJI Mini. It's a microphone from Amazon that has a little foam thing on in the microphones in here. So I'm gonna walk around and do interviews. So if you're at we have about a dozen volunteers each day doing the D&D DMing, the games, and doing the paint and take and helping out our booth. But if you're at Fan Expo on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday this weekend, and you want to help me film stuff and basically just follow me around and interviewing people in cosplay and ask them questions about D&D, shoot us an Instagram message at Socal D&D, or shoot us an email at info@socaldnd and let us know. I'd be happy to have more help, because I don't know. I have this on a tripod. I can set that up too, but I really would like to be able to walk around the floor. But I don't know what Fan Expo is going to be like, because it's like half VidCon and half like Fan Expo. I don't know. I mean, I think hopefully it'll be cosplayers, but maybe it'll be all kinds of cosplay, like outside of the realm of other stuff. But because it's Fan Expos, like what if someone's a fan of like Barney Miller, and they're just like this? It's a hot lady or a hot dude with like abs, but it's Barney Miller with abs. It could be that. Anyway, if you want to help us film and you're already gonna be at Fan Expo, stop by the booth and let us know. And then I'll be there, and it'll be super fun. And follow our Instagram. And I'll try and go live a couple times during the event. I have a second camera and a bracket I'm going to set up on the tables at the game stations to kind of get a broad overview. I might live stream that from one of our accounts. If I do, I'll post it on here. But anyway, this is the backdrop we're going to have. I think it's pretty cool. I liked it so much, like over 3 years ago when we first had it. I was like, oh man. And then I found it again on Amazon, but I found a larger size. So we're going to use this. And I think we're going to use this as the backdrop for some of our upcoming game shows that we're going to start doing at the at Dungeon and Dice Games next door. We have the second space where we do the one-shots on Friday and Saturdays. I have these game show ideas I've been coming up for a long time. Basically, like live version of Dungeon Combat Live, where audience members come up and battle as a group, and then that's like the first hour of the show is like a live stream or a live show, and then that's recorded. And then the second hour is like we just set up 3 or 4 tables of Dungeon Combat, and then the audience that didn't want to be on the show or wasn't in the show gets to play. And then we have a game called Tabletop Virgins, where it's like people that have never played tabletop games before playing their first game, like playing a game of Dungeon Combat, our mini D&D skirmish game on the stage for the first time. Or I'm trying to work on some versions of Warhammer and other like tabletop battle games too. I think will be fun. But maybe even like, I don't know, Call of Cthulhu or something. But these games are like kind of complicated. But anyway, I have like many ideas for these things, because we want to alternate them, like do like 4 different ones a month, once a week, every 4 weeks. Movies probably starting in July. I had to get through the first half of this part of the summer, and then I was focused on the events we just had, and then this Friday, Saturday, Sunday for being at Fan Expo, with running the Socal D&D area of the gaming and painting. It's stressful and it's a lot of work, and I got more work, but I thought I'd make this quick video because I had this set up and I wanted to test out this microphone, and hopefully it works. I'll take this off real quick. Hold on, it's gonna make sense. But see the little microphone, it goes in there, and then you're supposed to be able to like do this. So I'll just I can ask people questions, and it has a little covering, which I think is pretty neat. Like, oh, I'm a sportscaster. KCAL 9 News. There's another fire because the world's on fire and there's chemical plants just seeping things in the air. But cheer up, because here's a Cocker Spaniel who knows how to boogie board, and he's at the wedge getting a 20-foot barrel. Next on this thing. Anyway, follow us if you're not following us already. Socal D&D on Instagram and on TikTok and YouTube and whatever else. But most of you post our stuff on Instagram, because Instagram's like the most easiest one to do right now. So thank you for watching. And then watch this. These microphones are dope because there's a button on the side, and you can press it to stop the video like this.